everyone. So I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to have you join me while I make birria meat. Not affiliated with this brand at all. I just like their balls. So anyway, I'm going to just show you really quickly, someone who has complex regional pain syndrome, but I love to cook. I don't want to give it up. So I've had to find ways to, shortcut, basically shortcut recipes, just make things easier on myself. And birria meat is so good. Yeah. So I wanted to show how you can do this. It's pretty cheap too. This is a really, really fun, easy meal. I know you guys want to see how my CRPS is doing to start things off. So these are my hands. They're doing pretty good. This is going to definitely flare them up a little bit. So let me show you my feet next. I will be honest, my feet don't feel great. They're not horrible, but they don't feel great. Being on the floor like this feels terrible though. Really, really bad. So here's what they're looking like right now. Looking, generally pretty healthy. This is the other one. So everything's looking pretty good to start off. All right, so let's get started because the sooner I get done with this and get off my feet, the better. Okay, so as I mentioned, these are really, really easy, but even if you buy like a seasoning packet at Vons or your local grocery store, it'll be similar to this. You put your seasoning into the Instant Pot along with 4 cups of water, and then you just simply chop up the beef into somewhat bigger chunks, throw it all in there, pressure cook it for, I think it's close to 2 hours or so. And then when it's done, the most buttery, velvety, delicious, melt in your mouth meat ever. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. My hands are on fire. Oh, man. They'll be okay though. All right, this was the hardest thing. The hardest thing that I had to do right here, you guys, was to cut up this meat. Okay, so now that we have the meat cut up, now I've got to get the Instant Pot. Okay, so we have our Instant Pot, and I have 4 cups of water here. And like I said, this is easy. So all we're gonna do, put our meat into the pot. And I've got my 4 cups of water. Oh, I can barely hold that up. My hand is so sore. All right, get my bone. It's that easy, guys. Okay, now we just put the top on and we let it cook. There it is. All right, you guys, it is so tender. Now we just want to take it out and we will shred it up. And then the juice, the consommé that's here. Ooh, look at this, I'm getting a free facial. The consommé that's here. I am going to do one final step, and that is to separate the fat because I want this to be, as healthy as possible. And I'm also seeing some bits of fat in the meat, and I'm going to also take the extra step to cut those little bits out because I don't want them. I don't want this nasty, grody looking fat. I don't want that in my mouth. So I'm going to take the time to take all those little bits off. And then, yep, see, look, there's another big old gritty, gross fat piece there. No one wants that in their mouth, okay? So I'm going to take the extra time. This is one of the great things about cooking at home. All right, so that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to show you very quickly how I separate the fat. Move this aside. This is my fat separator, this little guy right here. Okay, so you put this little stopper in here like that, and then you just pour the beautiful juices in, and it will separate. That was hot. It'll separate the oil on the bottom. See if you can see this or not. Let me pick it up so you can see it. See that? And then when I'm ready to pour it, I'll take this off and the oil will stay on top, the delicious juice on the bottom. So that is one of the extra steps I'm taking. Yes. Okay, the last bit is dealing with this meat. So that's the last part, and I will change the angle so you can see me do that part. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of any of these fatty bits because I don't want that in my meat. See that? You guys take the time because nobody wants this in their food. I'm sorry, but yuck. All right, now I want some of this delicious consomme. I'm gonna put it right into juice. And so as you can see, no yucky oils, they stayed up at the top. So I'm going to soak all of this fabulous meat in some of the consomme since I have so much of it. And then I'm gonna hold some of it aside so that when we make our birria tacos, we can soak them into it. And that, my friends, is how you make birria meat. And look how much it makes. It's so easy. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.